Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. Let's get into a minute. Let's go. So y'all, I'm in the car giving y'all a minute, right? And you know this is my favorite song, Residuals from Chris Brown. Did not realize it was the remix featuring R. Kelly. Y'all, R. Kelly is on the radio. Have y'all heard this? Power 98. They're playing R. Kelly in the remix of Chris Brown's Residuals. Okay. Y'all, this is so sad. So the judge in Wendy Williams' case has come out and said that it's over. Her career is done. It's done. Her career is over. I think this is so crazy for a powerhouse like Wendy Williams and someone to just sit here and say this out loud for people to put it in black and white is wild to me. So all the hashtag Free Wendy, all the TMZ conversations, the Breakfast Club conversations, it doesn't even matter. She just got denied for going to lunch with her lawyer and her niece. Like, they are cracking down on Wendy. They are tired of her trying to be free. This is horrible. I hate this so bad. This is coming from the Neighborhood Talk. You Lululemon wearers, black girlies, go on over there to the DH gate and get your Lululemon. Don't give this man another piece of your money. Not another piece. Chip Wilson is the founder of Lululemon, and he has a problem with their diversity and inclusion program. It does not align with his brand. He says, I think the definition of a brand is that you're not everything to everybody. You've got to be clear that you don't want certain customers coming in. Don't let people tell you more than once that they don't want you nowhere around them. Okay? You've got to be clear that you don't want certain customers coming in. Lululemon's founder called out the company's attempts at diversity. He doesn't even want diversity. I don't even want black people, brown people wearing this. I don't care how much they bring in. What I make is not for them. Gone to the DH gate. I am so over this. I am over this. I just want to see the show. That's it, right? Britt Eady is calling out Ming Lee, who is over there on Basketball Wives, because Ming confessed to having pics, explicit pics, saved to her phone of Britt for a rainy day. That's crazy. Britt said, internet didn't tell Kenya anything because where is it all over the internet? Ming told me herself in a drunken night at an event in Miami for a whole hour. She had saved explicit images of me in her phone, saved for a rainy day. To admit to it, she ain't innocent either. Can't help. We dated the same people. Now, here's the thing. Where did Ming Lee get explicit pics? And why do you have them in your phone? So then Ming comes out. Shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. Ming comes out and said, I wasn't drunk. And what I said verbatim was, if I had given those pictures or videos to Kenya, it would have been the ones I have in my phone of you at that party. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. What? Those are not on the internet, nor have I ever shared or shown them to anyone. Why do you still have the pictures and the video, Ming? That's my question. Like, why do you still have that? And then Ming wraps it up and she tells her that she's had every phone since 2011. She doesn't have a problem with Britt Eady, right? She was like, this narrative that we dated the same person is being a problem. That's BS. And she was like, look, just tell people that, you know, you had a whole phase. It's over. You're married. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, leave me alone. This is becoming to be a lot. What I will say about Britt Eady is people may not like her, but she is definitely establishing herself as a housewife. Because when I tell you her name is ringing in people's mouth every day, every single day. So I'm here for that. But what I'm not here for is all this stuff keep going on. Because I just really want to watch the show, right? So let me know how you feel about this. Let's keep going. As much as I don't want to do it, I'm going to have to sit down and probably put together something that this new administrator is doing. But baby, it's a lot going on. Jasmine Crockett, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett said the Republicans, this was yesterday, just passed a budget that guts Medicaid, SNAP, veteran benefits, and free school lunches, right? The economy is not being fixed, people. Eggs are still going up. So Congressman Greg Landsman, he just writes out the 5 top things that are harmful that have been passed, right? So they passed a resolution to bring a $4.5 trillion budget to the floor. It adds trillions to the debt, cuts nearly $1 trillion in health care, and gives away money to his rich friends. So I talked about this earlier. The SAVE Act was passed. It'll make it harder for millions of Americans to vote, the military, married women, and rural voters. So if your license are coming up and you a married woman, you might want to just go on back to your maiden name in order to vote, right? In the middle of all the chaos around the tariffs and the market crashing, they passed a bill with language preventing any attempt of Congress to revoke the emergency powers that the new administrator is using to enact these tariffs. So it's like he can't be stopped. So right here, they passed a bill that undermines the federal judges and limits them to only their jurisdiction. Then right here, they passed a bill that would actually increase overdraft fees. So if you overdraft, and maybe it used to be $30, it might be $100. That is insane. Now, you know, with the Biden administration, they had eliminated that, I believe, or took it down lower. But they intentionally are making it higher. They talk about they got rid of the cap on the overdraft so they could make more money. And these bills passed in the last 48 hours are so detrimental to hardworking people who are just trying to get by. Terrible, all of it. It's a mess. Y'all, I forgot to put this letter with my Wendy segment, right? This is from the Institute of Integrative Psychiatry. This is the letter that got Wendy caught up in this guardianship. To whomever, this was written on 1/20/22. To whomever, Wells Fargo Bank, about Wendy, right? Miss Williams has been my patient for over a year now. Over the last 6 months, she has been unable to make reasoned decisions, and her, insight and judgment are severely impaired. This is all that was written that got Wendy in this guardianship, and now this woman is telling her that her career is over, it's done. That's it. 2 sentences. I can't believe that. That's horrible. Like I told y'all, it is prom season. This is my number 2 dress. I'm not even a blue girl. I'm not even, other than when I'm voting. That's the only time I'm blue. This dress right here is so pretty to me. I thought her hair was pretty. I love that she has it back off of her face so you can see who she is. I love the neckline. I think my baby's is going to be like that. I think it is. And then it's not too much at the bottom. Like, it's enough. She can still walk. Because, you know, I'm always concerned about the girlies walking. All that dress to be way out here drives me insane because I feel like they're going to fall. But they got it. But, honey, I love this. Whoever this is, you did that, baby girl. Shout out to your mama, too. Now, I know this baby is a little young to have silver hair. But when I tell you it is going with the theme that she has, I absolutely love it. I'll allow it. Look, and her dress is not as large as the other one in the front. I mean, it's a little nude. It's a little nude all the way up to that thigh. But, baby, she is killing it. I actually love this. And this dress is so pretty. This is a very beautiful dress. And the silver hair just cherry on top, right? And I don't have a problem with him in his gym shoes. Be comfortable. But I thought she was real pretty. What do you think about this? And shout out to this person who's doing these cartoons. When I tell you I would watch this anime of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, baby, you could not get me away from the TV. It's your girl, Millie China. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.